China has a tendency to construct on a magnitude that the rest of the planet struggles to equal. But in Chongqing, they've pushed things to a different level. This is a metropolis of more than 30 million residents, carved into mountains and river valleys in the nation's southwest. For much of its history, that rugged landscape made it one of the most difficult cities in China to access. Now, the Asian giant has unveiled a solution so immense it nearly defies imagination. This is the Chongqing East railway station. It spans 1.22 million square meters, an expanse larger than 170 soccer fields, and over 5 times the size of New York's Grand Central Terminal. But it isn't merely a station. Inside, there are 8 floors stacked above and beneath ground. Bullet trains, metro systems, shopping centers, office towers, and hotels, all within a single complex. At peak hours, it can move 16,000 passengers every hour. Step outside, and you're in an entirely new urban district designed around it. It is the world's largest high-speed rail terminal, and it's set to transform how Western China travels forever. Before we dive into how and why this colossal project came alive, a quick shout-out to today's sponsor, Outskill. Becoming wealthy in 2025 is actually far simpler than most imagine. You can begin earning in just a few weeks. Whether it's through a high-paying career or by launching something of your own, artificial intelligence is no longer just useful, it's essential. Nearly every profession today requires AI expertise, and those who master it have 130% greater chances compared to others. This weekend, Outskill is hosting a 2-day intensive AI workshop from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally, this training costs $895, but I've partnered with Outskill to give away 1,000 free seats exclusively to my viewers for the next 72 hours. That's nearly $900,000 worth of education, entirely free. In just 16 hours, expert mentors will show you how to master AI tools, automate workflows, and even create products without writing a single line of code. Over 10 million people worldwide have already participated, and the program is rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. Plus, you'll get lifetime access to their AI community of more than 5,000 professionals. Seats are filling up fast, so claim yours now through the link below. Now the question is, how did Chongqing become home to something so colossal? Chongqing is among the largest megacities on Earth that many outside China have never stepped foot in. More than 30 million individuals live within its broader municipality. More than entire nations like Australia or Malaysia. The city is sculpted into the mountains of southwest China, stretching along the Yangtze and Jialing rivers. It is breathtaking to behold, with steep hills rising from the water and endless layers of bridges linking the ridges. Yet, while the scenery is spectacular, it has always made movement a challenge. Roads twist and climb, bridges span massive river crossings, and neighborhoods are often divided by terrain resembling natural walls. In such a place, transportation isn't just part of urban life. It's the artery that keeps the city alive. For a long time, that artery was overloaded. Chongqing's initial rail links with the rest of China were slow and limited. Tracks had to weave through valleys and carve through mountains, making journeys long and sometimes unreliable. When China's high-speed rail revolution began in the 2000s and 2010s, the city gradually gained faster connections, with Chongqing North Station becoming the primary hub. It was a significant upgrade, but the cracks soon showed. Population growth continued, travel demand skyrocketed, and before long the city stations, especially Chongqing North, were overwhelmed during peak seasons. To make matters worse, the hilly geography made expanding older stations complex and expensive. At the same time, China's central planners were pursuing 2 massive strategies. The first, the Chengdu-Chongqing Twin City Economic Circle, a vision to turn these 2 stations into the powerhouse also leverages Chongqing's natural elevation differences, 8 vertical, in a clever way, 8 horizontal. Train platforms rest on an elevated designed to connect every major Chinese subways into one vast network are positioned beneath. This bridge plus building concept creates nearly 400,000 square meters of functional space below the rails, shortens passenger walking distances, and saves more than 20 hectares of land compared with traditional setup. Chongqing East is more than a transport hub. It is the anchor for a brand new urban zone. Planners call it the East Station Hub New City. a 3.5 kilometers development surrounding the terminal. The objective is to design a self-sustaining district where residents can live, work, shop, and travel without long commutes. The station directly links to 4 metro routes. Line 6 is already running, Lines 24 and 27 are being built, and Line 8 is planned. This ensures that passengers will transfer seamlessly between high-speed trains and subways without ever stepping outdoors, a blessing in summer heat that regularly surpasses 40 degrees. Add to this a massive bus interchange, taxi ranks, intercity coach bays, and multi-level parking, and the result is a genuine zero-transfer hub. Officials view this integration as an economic engine. Offices, retail centers, hotels, and civic spaces are already planned or under construction nearby. The vision is that businesses will concentrate here, attracted by accessibility, while travelers may choose to arrive earlier or remain longer to enjoy the surrounding amenities. It also addresses a geographical obstacle. Chongqing's rivers and hills have long divided the city into scattered neighborhoods. By creating a strong new hub in the east, the city can distribute growth more evenly, reduce congestion in older districts, and free up new areas for housing and industry. This is infrastructure designed not only to meet today's needs, but also to shape how the city expands in the future. For daily users, the difference is tangible. A student heading to Chengdu can now complete the trip in about an hour instead of 4 or 5. A business traveler to Beijing can depart in the morning and arrive by early afternoon. Once all metro links are finished, someone in the suburbs will ride straight into the terminal and connect to a bullet train without ever going outside. Globally, there is nothing quite like it in terms of interior floor area. Grand Central Terminal in New York is about 190,000 square meters. Nagoya Station in Japan is roughly 410,000. Guangzhou South, one of China's busiest, is about 615,000. Chongqing East more than doubles that. Some stations move more passengers daily, like Tokyo Shinjuku, but they do so using interconnected complexes rather than one continuous structure. Chongqing East stands alone as a single enormous space merging transport and urban life under one roof. Its position in China's railway system makes it even more pivotal. Chongqing East sits at the intersection of several of China's most vital bullet train corridors. It's the key hub for the new Chongqing Xiamen line, connecting the southwest with the southeast coast. In coming years, it will also link to proposed Shanghai, Chongqing, Chengdu high-speed route, and the Chongqing, Guangzhou line toward the northeast. This places Chongqing East firmly within the 8 vertical, 8 horizontal grid, China's master plan for a fully unified high-speed rail network. From this hub, trains can head north, south, east, and west, making it a genuine crossroads for the entire country. For Western China, the station represents far more than convenience. It's a lifeline. Historically, the mountainous topography slowed development and restricted access to coastal markets. Now, with Chongqing as a bullet train hub, goods and people can swiftly reach ports, factories, and other economic centers. It also aligns with China's Belt and Road ambitions by linking inland provinces to international trade corridors through high-speed and conventional rail. Officials describe Chongqing East as a gateway for growth in the West, supporting efforts to balance prosperity between coastal and interior regions. And while size and speed are the most obvious highlights, sustainability is deeply built into the design. Chongqing East meets China's top 3-star green building certification. Solar panels cover portions of the roof, producing clean power. Skylights reduce daytime reliance on artificial light. Heating and cooling come from a centralized system that serves the entire district, boosting energy efficiency. Rainwater is collected and reused, while smart climate controls adapt to occupancy levels, minimizing waste. Because the station is so well integrated with metro and bus lines, fewer travelers need to arrive by car, reducing both traffic and emissions. Yet there's also a broader question. As terminals grow larger and more interwoven into urban fabric, will they begin to act as city centers themselves? And if so, how will that transform the way we view travel, work, and everyday living? What is certain is that Chongqing East will redefine mobility in this part of China for decades ahead. It isn't just a spot where trips start and finish. It's a destination in its own right,